they look like this. So this is what the Standard Bank coin looks like. So this Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anga, and if you're new here, thank you for checking this video out. If you are a returning subscriber, bad Anki. If you're new here, I post content around money, young life, work, exams, university, and such. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, put on the notification bell so that you're notified every time I post, and above all, comment down below what you think about this video. Let's get started. In today's video, I actually wanted to talk about Young Professionals Card. If you aren't aware of what that is, banks across the world, but specifically I'll be speaking about South Africa, offer private banking to graduates at a lower price. So graduates that typically qualify for such, obviously each bank has individual differences. However, in general, just try to bracket the honors degree that will qualify for a Young Professional Cards across the 4 major banks in the country. So that is medicine, CA stream, law, actual sciences, financial services and IT, aviation, engineering, architecture. Now I'm going to break down the actual science one. Actual science as an industry also really speaks to all the different mathematical science degrees. So if you have any of the mathematical science, whether it's pure maths, cons, computation applied math, stats, stuff like that, data science, and you have an honors in that, you actually do qualify, even though they just write it as actual sciences. For this video, we're going to be looking at the 4 big banks, the Young Professional Cards that they offer. Let's look at the pricing, the benefits, and I'm going to end by reviewing the 2 different banks that I have had a Young Professional account for a long time now. Now let's get started. So I'm going to be comparing firstly the pricing. So in terms of the pricing, the ABSA fee is 280, the Standard Bank fee is 225, the FNB price is 229, and the Net Bank is the cheapest one at 190. So in terms of the price, that's what the range looks like. In terms of the age difference, the ABSA one stretches from 18 to 35 years old, Standard Bank from 18 to 30, FNB 18 to 34, Standard Bank, Net Bank, you have to be younger than 30 years old. So the documents that you typically require, because this is usually bundled into your current account and your credit card. So you require the normal accounts, the normal documents you need for application for those, and obviously overdraft as well if you want that. So that's usually ID, proof of payment, or proof that you do receive an income on a regular basis, bank statement, which can also act as the proof of your address. So they will require that as well. And then in terms of income requirements, so in terms of income requirement, there is basically no income requirement for ABSA, Standard Bank, but FNB requires that you get paid at least 5,500, which is 5,500 per month. The Net Bank, I don't think they have, it wasn't very clear, but I don't think they have an income requirement for it. And then in terms of credit interest Credit card interest, it's preferential, and you know that you're getting pretty much lower interest rate because you're not high risk and you have employment and you have an honors degree, which for the most part in South Africa guarantees you work. The one benefit above anything is getting your own advisor, because we all dread going to the bank branch, talking to the people, standing in line. So you get your advisor, and the advisor usually has a team as well, so you can always get responses fast if you need something checked, if there's an error happening, if you want to, inquire on a particular product that that bank offers, or if you want to take up that product. So it's very convenient, it's easy. With an email or call to a banker, you would have what you need. So across all of these banks, you would get a banker assigned to you. Get into car finance. In terms of car finance, Absa offers prime rate minus 1%. Standard Bank offers prime rate minus 1% as well. And then the one that I think in this category probably stood out was FNB, because FNB, you guys know, in terms of car, Westbank deals with that. So Westbank will give you a car immediately without you having to have your 3 months bank statement. So that's nice, just based on the employment offer. Now, that may mean you're getting away with high interest rate, so just be careful. Sometimes it may just be worth it to wait the 3 months if you can see that the interest rate is too high, and you can sort of negotiate something better in 3 months. And then the credit card rates I spoke about, they're preferential. Standard Bank does prime minus 0.25% in terms of like you seeking out credit cards or alike. And then the one thing to also note about Standard Bank is that they have the seed benefit, which basically they match the first 1,000 that you spend on their shared trading platform, they will match it with a 1,000. So that's pretty good. And then the rewards, in terms of the rewards, all the bank offers about 12 minimum to 24 lounge access to local airports. Absa uses Bidvest. I think Standard Bank uses Bidvest as well, Bidvest Club, because I've used those two. And FNB uses the Slow Lounge. Netbank, I'm not sure what lounge they use. Netbank, actually should look that up. But there's definitely an airport lounge. It's very convenient, especially if you are at the airport an hour early, 2 hours early, and you can just sit there. It's quite a good experience as well. I've used only Bidvest, so I've never used Slow. But I mean, I've used Bidvest, specifically Durban. Good, great, I would recommend it. Travel insurance obviously is automatic if you have your credit card, and then your home loan. I think this is another thing, because as a young professional, you may be looking into buying a home. So with the home loan, Absa will give you 105%. So that's very great, because then that means you pretty much would not have to pay any off-pocket costs for purchasing a home, because you could cover all the other expenses with your 5%. And then obviously this is for first-time buyers. And then you also, I think you do also get a discount for the Absa lawyers. So look up for that 50% discount for certain lawyers that you may want to use. Standard Bank does preferential rates as well. Netbank will give you 1.5 million automatically for a home loan. So that's nice. I think it's 400k for a car. So yeah, look that up. And then in terms of ATM and all those other costs, like deposits, sending money, usually they're all bundled within the fee that you pay, but obviously you can read the pricing document that will attach with the product. And then so I think that basically is the idea of what that young professional looks like. It's a very nice card. It's very cheap for private banking, and for basically what you get out of it, trust me, it's cheap. I think I probably spent more on the card than what I would spend what I would pay the entire just on airport stays, because like I've paid the airport lounge cash before because of some other reasons, and it's so pricey. It's pricey for you. Like for young professionals, like should I sit in a lounge and pay $450 than to just like sit at the normal airport space? So that's what I mean, it's pricey. And I've paid that before, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't get to pay that again in my life. I was 280, guys, and I needed a comfortable space to do something. That's why I paid for it. But man, it's so convenient, it's so nice. So I would definitely recommend the card. Then I'm gonna go ahead. So this is what the Standard Bank one looks like. So this would be the professional credit card. So this is what it looks like. The professional card is a MasterCard, and then the current card is actually a Visa card. So this is what the Standard Bank looks like. Pretty cool design, I would say. The one thing I would say I've definitely enjoyed with the Standard Bank is, Standard Bank line, especially Standard Bank Center, man, you have to leave before 8 o'clock to get service on Saturday. I don't ever need to do that again in my life, so that's really good. And I can just speak directly to the team and get everything that I need sorted. So I like that. And then the ABSA one, I don't know what I did to my ABSA current card, but the current card, I bought Visa with the credit card, and they look like this. Basically, yeah. So they look like this. I'm hoping I did hide. Yeah, so it's kind of like a nice black that has like that red for ABSA, because this is a design out of all the black cards I've seen that I would say probably in terms of design. I mean, I've seen the R&B one. I don't think the design is as good as much as I think it's about it being metal. But this design, man. Okay, let's try and hide something. This design, it's really great. This design, it's really great. I hope I didn't, yeah. So that's how the card that I have looks like. I don't know where the current card is, somewhere in this room. So in terms of having used them for some time, I'd say the ABSA one, it's obviously the same benefits in terms of the quick response from your advisor, being able to just do a code that easily without having to leave your house or anything, or worry about banking. And if there's an issue, I really don't have to worry about trying to move from one consultant, because sometimes that happens in a branch. Or you call in a call center, you're moved from one space to the other. You can just tell your advisor this what's up, and then it's their job to figure it out, and they come to you with the final answer. So I like that this service is very good. And also I like the fact that you do get the 5% extra to cover additional costs for home loans. Yeah, so I would say both of these cards have actually have good experiences. I liked my advisor at ABSA, just because, I don't know, maybe because I met her face to face. So in our first meeting face to face was actually quite nice. But she's left, guys. She left and went to like transactional banking. And I'm just like, well, they assigned me someone. She seems nice, but I haven't made the time to meet her or talk to her on the phone. But I liked it. It's amazing. You get response, you can get comparison real quick. You can get access. Obviously, you have access to every product that the bank offers. But it's so much nicer to like be able to play around, because sometimes you have to go to the branch, say you want to play around with what kind of life insurance you want to get. But also with your advisor, you can just like tell them all the different things you're interested in. They'll just, you don't even have to wait. They'll do everything, and then they'll send you all the different variation of codes and all those things. So things like that just makes it so worth it. So even though it's like, okay, why would I pay a bit extra? Trust me, it's absolutely worth it. So if you can get into private banking, definitely do. There we go, guys. I hope you learned a bit more about young professional banking, and I hope that if you haven't already gotten any of the cards, if you qualified, you do go get it. Otherwise, comment down below if you already have one besides the two that I reviewed, and tell us why you like the company that you have your young professional card with, specifically in regard to the card that the service or the card that you get. This video, thumbs up, subscribe down below, leave a comment in the comment section, put your notification bell. You don't want to miss out. I have great stuff coming up. So yeah, cheers, guys. Hey, you. Why are you leaving without subscribing? Subscribe to your life journey with Anga. For more content, make sure you are notified every time by